when you're mixing and matching with injuries, right? You're in different roles and with different rotations. What's the most difficult part of that when so many guys are out and you've had to kind of forge your way through or deal with that?
I mean, just getting put in different situations than you're used to. You know, with injuries, you never know if you're going to play the 2 or you're going to play the 5, you know, in my case. So just knowing plays and being put in different positions is definitely the hardest part of it. But at the end of the day, it's all about the mentality you go into it, you know, next man up. And as long as you're playing hard, you know, the mistakes don't matter as much. And so, you know, the biggest thing in those situations is play hard and do what you can, you know, play to your strengths. Really.
Along the same lines, do you ever change your approach based upon starting or bench, or whether you know, hey, I'm going to have to play a lot of 5 here tonight? Do you change your approach heading into a ball game?
Not really. The only real approach is, I'd say, like, strategically, like, if I'm playing the 5, I know I have to roll more because everyone's more space. So just getting that, you know, thought going before the game, you know, because I've been popping my whole career. So to mix in more roles, but other than that, like the way you play, the way I play, and the way mentality-wise we're going to it, I think that's.
Do you think that the guys that have been in our lineup has been more effective than you guys, offensively or defensively?
With those guys coming back, I think it's going to have more effect on us. Like, those guys coming back, man, are like such high, you know, their firepower is, you know, can't be ignored on the offensive end, so I definitely say that. But you know, they're great defensively as well. So I would say they're going to have more of an impact on the offensive end, just because, you know, they're that talented and that good for us on that end. So I'd say the offense.
What specific area offensively do you think will change the most for you guys?
Definitely just you know, we have more scorers out there when we're fully healthy. And, you know, those guys come back, they're very, very high IQ basketball players, so the ball's going to be popping, moving. There can be a lot of energy. They know how to bring their own energy. They know how, you know, just the different skills of, you know, scorers in general. But definitely that, they're just going to bring so much firepower and different pieces of, you know, our offense that we've been missing the past, you know, little while. So them coming back is going to be big.
Can you talk before the season about wanting to get your volume even higher than it's been in previous years, trying to get you to a career high for 36? What did you range yourself thus far into the season on how you taking shots?
I think I haven't really passed up too many open shots. I'm not hitting very many right now, unfortunately, but I'm still taking them. You know, the tides are going to turn sooner or later, so I just got to keep taking shots, be confident in it. But yeah, I think I haven't, even when I was missing shots this year, I haven't been passing any up, which is, you know, Kenny's biggest thing with me is, like, even if I do miss, don't stop shooting. So, but I think for the most part, I've been good getting the attempts up.
Mentally, you're a guy that always wants to make the right play. How do you balance that, wanting to take the right play or wanting to be told that you need to take shots and get your ball?
I think they're the same thing. The right play is, you know, when you're open, shoot the ball. You pass up shots and you're going into turnovers. Then you're on, you know, lopsided on defensive end. So the right play is when you're open, shoot it. And I think you got to get that sometimes through your head a little bit. Especially for me, like my first couple of years, they'd be like, we need you to shoot, but then like make the right play. And I was like thinking, like, oh, okay, what's the next play? And they're like, no, this is the play. When you're open, shoot the ball. And that's the best play for us. And so I think now I'm definitely mature enough and growing into that I can kind of put those two things together.
Was there a moment that it clicked for you, or was it just over the years, constant, like Don Kenny being like, shoot the ball?
I think it was. I don't think there was an exact moment. There was definitely a group of moments that, you know, they pulled me to the side where they were yelling at me. I can't tell the whole stories, but yeah, there's a couple moments where it was beat into my head.
You've been around Evan, obviously, his entire career. A lot of things you guys are asking of him offensively right now. Kenny said he wants him to stick to his strengths, but in his position, how difficult is that to go between, do I want to be a perimeter guy? Do I want to be the roll guy? Do I want to make plays? Like, all of that's on his plate. Just from your perspective, seeing how he's handled that.
I think he's handled it, you know, unbelievably well. You know, the things we asked him to do, I mean, it's you know, it's a lot. It really is, but we know he can do it. I mean, we've seen flashes of it, you know, every time he does it. I think, especially with him, he's so talented and he's such a good basketball player. His IQ's high, he's athletic, he's long, can shoot. I think he can kind of play however he wants to. You know, he kind of brings us along how he wants to play, and I think, you know, the weight on his shoulders right now is heavy. but I mean, look at him. He has, he's not even phased the way he's playing. And we kind of count on him to be that guy, and he's definitely being that guy. And, I mean, his confidence has stayed the same through the whole thing. Even if he has a bad night, he does not. I mean, he comes in the next day, same exact day. So his maturity definitely has helped him carry that weight, and I think he's going to be an unbelievable year for him.
A lot of guys have talked about the process or growing pains, and this team not being where it was at this time last year. Do you ever get frustrated with the process or those growing pains?
It can be frustrating at times, but you just got to understand. We got some new people, we got some injuries, so we're playing lineups that we sometimes haven't played together very often, and just kind of mix and match. And I think it's good to get it out now. The frustration and going through some rough patches early than it is to do it late. But there's frustrating times, but you can't get too caught up on that. You just got to go out there and try to put it together. And we see flashes of us clicking together and playing really, really good basketball. And then you see us flashes where there's some tough times, little rough patches here and there. But I mean, it is frustrating, but it's nothing to get overly frustrated about. Where it takes you out of your game. And but we'll get it together, figure it out, and be back to normal.